Hello dear students, welcome back to one more video session. Here I will be dealing with the second class of vertebrata, that is Reptilia. Class Reptilia. We all know Reptilia means reptiles. For example, you take garden lizard, you take snakes. How many different types of snakes are there? Poisonous snakes, non-poisonous snakes, correct? Or maybe like you take turtles, tortoise, even the crocodiles, even you take alligator. All these, even the dinosaurs, it's extinct now, all belongs to the class Reptilia, correct? What is the meaning of reptilia? See, what is the main character of all these organisms I have mentioned? The mode of locomotion, how they locomote. They locomote like this. This type of locomotion is called as creeping or crawling. See, crawling, in the case of young baby, they crawl actually, same. Okay, so the mode of locomotion in all reptilia organisms is nothing but crawling. In Latin, crawl means reptiles. Got it? So crawling or even creeping mode of locomotion, hence the name reptilia. Simple. Okay. The next important visible character is skin. If you touch a snake, obviously like when you see a snake, you feel that the snake's skin is bit smooth, slimy. It may like escape easily. No, actually, if you just hold the skin or like hold the snake, obviously like it's very rough. Actually, you feel it's very rough. This is one important characteristic of the class Reptilia. For example, let me write the word squids. Note this one, very important. This term is very important. Okay, squids is nothing but the term given for the type of the skin in the case of Reptilia. That is nothing but skin is made up of epidermal scales. In the case of amphibia, scales are absent, correct? But in the case of reptilia, epidermal scales are present, and that scales are very rough. Hence, we call it as cornified scales or cornified skin. Got it? How? Simple, very simple. You take the skin of this crocodiles, that is crocodiles. See, they are very rough and sharp actually, and if you touch it, it's very thick. It's very thick. This is the reason why all the organism belongs to this reptilia. They are killed for leather. Simple, because their skin is very rough and it's durable too. That's what actually millions of organisms which belongs to this phylum or class reptilia. They are being killed. Why? For leather. Okay. So this is cornified scales. That's enough. Next is, we go to the next one, that is the ear. In the case of frog, do they have external ear like us? No. I said tympanum is present. Here also same thing. All the reptilia except snakes, they have ear. But in the case of snakes, ear is completely absent. Then how do they sense their environment? How do they sense prey or predator? Very simple, vibrations, that's it. Okay, they can detect vibrations. So then they think whether to attack the prey or escape from the predator. This is it. Okay. So we just write tympanum is the ear. So I just write external ear. E for external. External ear is nothing but tympanum in the case of reptilia. Okay, fine. Then limbs. Do they have limbs? Yes, obviously. As I said, like crawling and creeping. The length of the limb is normally shorter compared to mammals. See, I have got a very long limb, forelimb, and even I have got a long hind limb, correct, for walking. But in the case of reptilia organisms, they have very short limbs. That is, forelimbs. How many are there? A pair of forelimbs. 2. At the same time, they have hind limbs too. That is also a pair. But exception, snakes. Do they have limbs? No. That is the reason why they actually crawl. Okay, because of with the help of the muscles which is present in the ventral surface of the snake, they actually crawl. Okay, so that is actually the case of snakes. Next is, these reptilia organism cannot maintain their body temperature. That means they have to bask under sun to rise the body temperature. That's the reason why in the summer you see snakes all around. Correct. Even actually you might have seen the crocodile basking under the sun near the river shore or maybe seashore. Yes, so that is actually the thing. And we write they are poikilothermous. cold-blooded organisms, similar to amphibia. Same, cold-blooded. Okay. The next one is heart. The heart is actually, three chamber. I forgot when I was discussing about the class amphibia, I forgot to discuss about the heart of amphibia. In amphibia, you see three chambered heart, that is two auricles, the upper chambers, and one ventricle, the bottom chamber actually. Got it? One ventricle and two auricles. That is actually applicable to amphibia. In the case of reptilia, you see same three chamber, that is two auricles and one ventricle. But there is one exception. One type of organism that is belongs to reptilia exhibit four chambered heart. Which is that? Crocodile. It's a very big organism. Yes, they have four chambered heart. That is two auricle and two ventricle, similar to mammals like human beings. Similar. Okay, one exception. So very important again. All the reptiles except crocodile, they have three chambered heart. 2A divided by 1V. That's it. Okay. The next is, let us talk about its reproduction. Reproduction is always sexual. You could easily distinguish between a male reptile and a female reptile based on the morphology. That is visible characteristics. Done? Simple. So fertilization is always internal. So just let me write that internal fertilization is seen. Okay, we'll write full. So that means the sperm will be released inside the body of the female organism. But after fertilization, the embryo is protected by a shell. Have you seen the crocodile eggs? Have you seen snakes' eggs? Yes, right? Very common everywhere. Lizard, maybe on the walls. Yes, the tiny eggs. That is nothing but these organisms are oviparous. So frogs also oviparous, even reptilia also oviparous. They lay eggs. Development direct, no indirect development. Got it? So once the eggs hatch, they release the young reptilia. That is similar. That is like the entire morphology looks similar to the parent organism. So it is direct development. Simple, easy. Okay. Done. So these are actually the important character. Very simple, very easy to learn actually. Fine. Now we'll erase this. We'll write some examples. Now let us see the examples. I just write E. The first one is this cello. It's nothing but turtle. Okay. Then the second one is testudo. That is nothing but tortoise. Okay. The third one is calots. They are garden lizard. Okay, the next one is we just write this chameleon. Chameleon is nothing but the tree lizard. They have the ability to change their body color. Okay, so that is actually called as camouflage. Not necessary now. And the next is we go with some poisonous snakes like naja, simple, cobra snake. Okay, or maybe like we write bungarus is crate, the snake with black and white steps, very poisonous. Even actually you take cobra, majority, most of the time like their bite is false bite. False bite means they will not inject the venom, but the person dies because of the fear. That's it, because of the heart attack. Okay, so this is the thing. The next last one we will write vipera. So vipera is nothing but viper, which is the poisonous viper in the world. Russell's viper, very common in Belagavi actually. Okay, Russell's viper. Even crate is also very common, but this is nocturnal. What is the meaning of nocturnal? Nocturnal means night active snakes. Nocturnal. Okay, so cobra is seen normally in sunny days. Even actually, the bite of the cobra will not harm actually, but sometimes depends. The concentration of the venom which is injected into the person's body, will make him paralyzed. Paralyzed in the sense like he cannot move his body. Okay, so that will actually cause severe damage to the human beings. So this is the thing. Even in the case of you take the viper bite normally causes severe damage. Okay, so there are so many things actually. Okay, fine. So these are the examples you need to remember. I forgot one more, that is alligator. Okay, or even crocodilus. That is nothing but crocodile. Okay, these are actually the different types of organism which belongs to the class Reptilia. Hope you understood this session. Thank you.